Can I please ask you all to stand and give a round of applause for your senior officers of the University of Liverpool.
Please be seated. I declare this congregation for the celebration of our graduates open. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to your graduation ceremony. It's really wonderful to welcome you all here in person, at long last. I'm Professor Wiebe van der Hoek, Executive Pro-Vice-Chancellor for the Faculty of Science and Engineering. I want to say firstly what a tremendous privilege and a pleasure it is to be here with you today, as we celebrate this important milestone in your lives, together with your families and fellow students, your lecturers, and those who have supported you on your journey to graduating from the University of Liverpool. I have been in exactly the position you are in today, not as a student at this university, but as a student graduating in the 80s. And of course, it was not the same position. It was in a different country. Graduations in the Netherlands are not of the same grandeur as in the UK. But also, globally, you are a member of a cohort who have battled and won unprecedented challenges, to which I come back in a minute. Your graduation ceremony is a day to celebrate and to reflect. And if my memory serves me correctly, it is also a day of very mixed emotions. I remember feeling both relieved and proud to have completed my studies, and sad that this chapter of my life at university had come to an end. And both excited and nervous about the future and what it had in store for me. For you, of course, it has been very different, because you have been students at a time like no other in history. Students in universities all over the country, and indeed all around the world, have been hit hard by the disruption to their education that the COVID-19 pandemic has caused. Your university experience, in particular your final year, has been different to what you had imagined and expected. Your experience and well-being are always at the forefront of our decision-making, but especially over the past 18 months. We had to carefully consider and balance so many decisions around your teaching arrangements and your safety on campus. I know it was not easy for you. I know you have had long days, sleepless nights, and difficult times, exacerbated by these unique global circumstances. COVID-19 has devastated and divided people, and continues to do so. But it has shown the best of human spirit too. Our university prides itself on facing the problems of society and putting our hands up to say we can help with them. And as graduates in physical sciences, you will know this only too well. Just as our academics in health and life sciences have been working hard to tackle the global pandemic, so those in physical sciences remain steadfastly committed to a wide range of research endeavors to improve the lives of this and future generations. Last November, colleagues in our faculty were at COP26 with researchers from our chemistry department who talked about their work to improve plastic recycling. From combating climate change to improving medical outcomes and better understanding the complexities of financial risk, our world-leading experts are hard at work tackling important issues. You will have benefited firsthand from this and other expertise across the school, learning more about the very latest research in your field, and for many of you, undertaking some of this research yourselves. And I hope that this has further ignited your passion for your subject area, inspiring you to go on to tackle these and other pressing issues. Indeed, just as I feel proud and deeply honored to be here today, celebrating your achievements and looking towards your bright futures, so I also feel a sense of relief, knowing for a fact that your studies and research, either in the areas I have mentioned or in another part of our varied and excellent school, are relevant for the real-world challenges we are facing now and will continue to face in the future. And whilst we do not and cannot know exactly what the future holds, I do know that I am so very pleased that you, and the skills and knowledge you have honed and developed during your time here, will be part of it. Your studies at the University of Liverpool will also have seen you benefit from first-class facilities, such as our 23 million central teaching laboratories, which offer a unique environment for the study of physical sciences, and the new 68 million materials innovation factory, a state-of-the-art materials chemistry research hub housing one of the highest concentrations of material science robotics in the world, and a suite of advanced analytical equipment. These and other facilities have helped your lecturers train you to become practical and resilient in your chosen career, with the skills and qualities required for the 21st century. Your future professional career will undoubtedly be challenging, but also fast-paced, varied and interesting, and you will work in unique environments. You will always be in demand, and the skills you have gained during your studies here will always be transferable and an invaluable foundation as you shape your career and future professional decisions. But whatever career path you choose to follow, one thing is for sure. Every single one of you today has shown remarkable spirit and dedication. You have persevered in circumstances like no other students before you, with dedication, resilience, and flexibility, and you are well prepared for the future. You didn't do it alone, though no doubt there have been many lonely and even scary times for you in the past 2 years. You did it supporting one each other and being supported by our staff here in the university. And of course, I am sure you will have been hugely supported by your families and friends. And we in the university, and here I speak for the whole university, the faculty and your tutors, are all immensely proud of the manner in which you have conducted yourselves. We are inspired by you and by what you have achieved. Graduation, now that it is finally here, is all about you, your achievements, and your personal successes here at the University of Liverpool. It's a day to look forward to the future and to feel excited about your aspirations and career or future study plans. Most of all, it's a day to celebrate everything you have achieved and to enjoy this moment with your loved ones, with those you have studied alongside and with those you have learned so much from. It's also a day to enjoy a return to this great city and to receive a warm welcome from your university. We hope that the city of Liverpool will always feel like home whenever you return. You may have chosen to stay here and make the city your home, or you may have already called it home when you joined us. We hope that whatever your relationship with Liverpool, that it is a place where you have made friends and memories which will last a lifetime. Memories of your time with us will also likely stem from the range of fantastic opportunities available to you, perhaps working on a placement or a year in industry, through projects with commercial or NHS partners, or maybe even through working in world-renowned international laboratories. However you choose to maximize your time with us, I have no doubt that you will treasure the memories from those experiences, which will have developed you both personally and academically, broadening your horizons and leaving you with a deeper understanding and, I hope, a deeper passion for your field of study, whilst, of course, having a positive impact on your employability. The University of Liverpool has played a pivotal role in propelling scientific revolution. Our 9 Nobel laureates have led the way in fields as diverse as the life cycle of the malarial parasite, to nuclear disarmament. And as for your chosen academic discipline, you only need to look at some of the buildings that make up our campus to see the importance we place our university's histories as pioneers in the physical sciences. At the turn of the 20th century, not long after the university was founded, the world's first public radio transmission crackled into life thanks to research carried out by University of Liverpool professor Oliver Lodge. He later demonstrated the first surgical use of X-rays and played an instrumental role in establishing the first X-ray department in the country. The Oliver Lodge building on North Campus stands as a beacon to this work and an inspiration for the new generation of physicists. And a few steps from the Oliver Lodge building is our Chadwick building, named after Sir James Chadwick, who established the university as a hub for research into nuclear physics. Our status as one of the world's leading institutions in nuclear, particle and accelerated physics draws directly from his work. Chadwick is best known for his discovery of the neutron in 1932, for which he was awarded the Nobel Prize. Indeed, we have a long, successful history of graduating, inspiring alumni who go on to achieve great things, and now you have joined this talented international alumni community. You are, and will always remain, a fundamentally important part of our University of Liverpool family. Our alumni community supports our students in many ways. Some of you may have personally experienced this while studying here, from delivering lectures and workshops to running alumni networks, offering work placements and mentoring. We hope that, like so many of our alumni, you will stay in touch with us and help guide and support our future students and broaden their horizons through your own experiences. It is through you that we are known. You are our greatest ambassadors, and through your achievements and the careers you will go on to have, you will also become role models and an important source of inspiration for the next generation of graduates. This university has community and civic mission running through its rich history. To this day, we remain committed to the city of Liverpool and to our role as an anchor institution here. We continue to make real economic, social, health, employment and cultural contribution to this great and unique city. We are a university that takes real pride in equality of opportunity and in delivering projects and activities which widen access for students who are traditionally underrepresented in higher education. Learners from low participation neighborhoods, care leavers, disabled students, estranged students, adult learners, asylum-seeking and refugee students, and students from minority ethnic backgrounds. And I'm so proud of the work our own school undertakes in this area. For example, the fantastic math outreach team, a group of dedicated staff and students who deliver interactive sessions to school pupils from year 1 right way up to year 13. Your hard work and dedication makes a real difference to those students, their perception of mathematics and, invariably, to their grades. Knowledge should be celebrated, discussed, and debated, and it should be accessible to all. It is through the discussion and dissemination of ideas and knowledge that society is shaped. Our aim is to inspire, engage, and enable every single one of our students to fulfill their potential by raising their awareness, challenging barriers, and providing opportunities. As a student here, you will have walked past a plaque, perhaps daily, fixed to our Victoria building, which reads, "For the advancement of learning and ennoblement of life." This is the foundation of which our university was built, and it is a motto that continues to guide us to this day in all that we do. And I will make an educated guess, based on many years of attending graduation ceremonies here, that you are planning to, or have already posed for, a photograph in front of our Victoria building. Am I correct? This beautiful and iconic red brick gallery and museum towers over campus and serves as our most recognizable backdrop in many hundreds of social media posts. The ordinary bricks and terracotta dressings selected for the Gothic exterior of the Victoria Building led to the coining of the phrase Red Brick University by Bruce Truscott, the pseudonym adopted by Edgar Alison Pierce, a professor of Spanish at the University of Liverpool from 1922 to 1952, who wrote an influential book of the same title about universities originating in the 19th century. Indeed, we are and always will be the original red brick. And in turn, you will always be Liverpool originals. Remember that through hard work, determination and a strong support network, you overcame what were entirely unforeseen challenges. To reach this point in your journey, your capacity to think critically and challenge honestly, forged by the teaching staff, your classmates and our community, will help you to prepare for whatever comes next. This is your well-earned opportunity to take a moment and consider just how far you have come. The pandemic has had a profound effect on everyone's lives, and it has made us truly appreciate our loved ones and the experiences and memories we make together. I want to take a moment to celebrate the role that your loved ones, perhaps family, perhaps friends, perhaps both, have played in your success as well. I hope today that you will find a moment to thank them for their support and personal sacrifice. For family and friends, lecturers and placement leads, and all who have supported you on your journey, today is a day of celebration for them too. Today is not the end, but rather the beginning of a new chapter in your lives. Graduation is about looking forward as well as back, and each of you has a promising future ahead. Whatever path you choose to take, and whichever opportunities you seize, you now have as much sought-after qualification from a world-renowned university. You have had a range of experiences and have developed a carefully honed set of skills which will serve you well. And you have our ongoing support as you start your career. A University of Liverpool degree is the best preparation you could hope for to make the most of the challenges and opportunities that lie ahead. And we look forward to hearing about all that while you go on, what you go on to achieve. You have been stretched to think beyond the textbook, lecture theatre, and laboratory, and you have been encouraged to apply that knowledge to the world around you. By being places of debate, universities are one of our most important pillars of civil society. Your University of Liverpool education has enabled you to realize just how far you can go and provided you with the skills you need to get there. Higher education is built on a spirit of collaboration. The free flow of ideas and knowledge depends on it. Our university makes a huge difference to people's lives, locally, nationally, and globally. I am enormously proud to represent a faculty full of students whose skills, energy, and insight will solve the problems we face in the world today and the challenges of the future. Graduates, you have demonstrated such resilience and motivation during your time with us. Never forget how important you are to our university. You are the beating heart of our institution. Without you, the university would be nothing but classrooms and lecture halls. When we work together, the university is a place where discoveries are made, ideas are formed, friendships are forged, career paths are decided on, and lives are changed. It is when we work together as staff and students that education is truly transformational. We thank you for all you have done in your time here, and we all wish you good luck and every success in the future. Thank you. I now invite Professor Ronan McGrath, Associate Pro-Vice-Chancellor for Infrastructure and Partnerships for the Faculty of Science and Engineering, to present the graduates from our class of 2020.
Pro-Vice-Chancellor, it gives me tremendous pleasure to present to you the following graduates from the class of 2020. Edita Niezbetowska. Daniel Warlow Brennan. Stefano Mensa. Charlotte Louise Smith. Claudia Gatti. Inko Plange. Thomas Fennick Woodruff. Ellis Rintoul. Safa Tale Al-Mutari. Jessica Smith. Hannah Maria Bareka Bielska. Christopher Olivier Fabien Janot. Tabitha Halewood Legas. Heather Mackenzie Walk. Lauren Helen Victoria Anthony. Michael Rogers. Gina Washburn. Catherine Lindsay Webster. Jonathan Andrew Mitchell. Josin Jose. Amadul Kabir. Jill Louise Gallagher. Frances Deirdre Morgan. Siobhan MacDonald. David Evans. Shreya Najir. Henry Throssell. Adam MacDonald. Benedict Gerard Oakes. Ria Patel. Kyle Nathan Phillips. Amy Lloyd. Colette Hannah Bennett. Joanna Lacey. Tara Liana Martin. Emily Rebecca Aviad. Kate Rebecca Haynes. Chris Gannon. Joe William Bryan. Adam John Lowe. Glenn David Folks. Samuel William Alibacus. Eleanor Annie Barrett. Rachel Hindle. Alistair James Campbell. Chloe Ashbrook. Samiha Akhtar. Daniel Anthony Lowland Hughes. Daniel Trainer. Alexander John Swero. Thomas McIntyre. Thomas Daniel Wilson. Luke Hooper. Matthew Diable. Laura Isabel Mary Dale. Andrew Scott Hackett. Sophie Ahern. Megan Walton. Kyle Dawson. Jacob Ian Swale. Patrick Powell. Joshua Allen Brown. Aaron Jason Riding. George McKevitt. Daniel Lucius Ling. Luke Sean Parks. Caitlin Shields. Charlotte Elizabeth Kavanagh. Sophie Rowan. Luke Hackwell. Samuel Charles Lang. Lois MacLeod Cox. Moises Barbara Ramos. Lily Brand. Tammy Warnock. James Peters. Iona Elizabeth Spetruk. Jemima May Briggs. Maria O'Dagan. Matthew Oakes. Rory Hartley Powell. J. Anthony Evans. Molly Emma Keel. Joseph William Jackson. Francesca Emily Brown. Jamaica Marie Bukag. Yazin Ali. Cyan Beg. Adnan Agha. Matthew Flanagan. Amy Colleran. Eleanor Barlow. Alexander Gubbins. Nicholas Almeida Cook. Rosalind Lloyd Hughes. Gethin Lewis. Sophie Thompson. Alexander Peter Morgan. Elliot Wood. Alexander Ross Duncan. Daniel Yanes. Phoebe Preston. William Andrew Davies. Harriet Christina Potter. Mirzad Shamsay. Eleanor Claire Freeman. Gwenno Rowlands. Harry Stewart. Lily May Denny. Angus Bruce. Harrison Tompkins. Catherine Ann O'Brien. Hannah Flora Kathleen Gould. Charlotte Lily Carter. Javez Jermaine Watson. Chima Okoye. Charlotte Louise Dawson. Peter Charles Guess. Charlotte Louise Adshead. Kieran Dooley. Thomas Hosty. Oliver William Reed. Victoria Amy Brown. Leah Mitchell. Ryan Gardiner. Harry Alexander Pradi. Samuel Blair. Alex David Barrett. Morgan Gwynn. James Edward Southworth. Catherine Vickery. Catherine Ann Bonwick. David Saxton. Yeah. Alice Newland. Astrid Giovanna Georgia Donadio. Keir Harn. Chris Roberts. Ellie Gibbons. Charlotte Alice Reeves. Carmen Yao. Nathan Thomas Thistlethwaite. Benjamin Ian Eaton. Michael Booth. Adam Kerwin. Joyce Nicole Jalosjos. Derek Chukwudi Prophet. Tom Rowe. Jack Alexander Barker Gunn. George Kenny. Andrew Williams. Connor Reid. Cameron James Nicholas Scott. Louisa Buckley. Leon Asok Ravindran. Liam Mark Brady. Ellie Louise Wilson. Emily Louise Thomas. Christy Flannery Halsall. Georgina Wood. Chanel Kalemba. James Walsh. Matthew Walsh. Joseph Waplington. Andrew Stephen Wynne Jones. Yemarai Rabvuka. Sophie Alicia Hook. Ellen Gibson. Jack Roddy. Megan Naylor. Tony Gray. Charles Robert Berry. James Andrew Cockram. George Williams. And Daniel Smith.
I would now like to invite Matthew Diable to join us on stage to reflect on his student experience.
Pro-Vice-Chancellor, distinguished guests, friends, family and fellow graduates of 2020, good afternoon to you all. I am honoured to speak to you all today on such an important day in our lives. I stand here aiming to summarise a journey that I began almost 6 years ago now, just 18 years of age. A journey that has been extremely challenging, yet highly rewarding. One thing I can confidently say is that 18-year-old me wouldn't have stood up here today. And I think that shows how much the university has helped me to develop, not just academically, but also personally as well. I imagine this is something that will resonate between us all. I don't know about all of you, but it feels like an absolute lifetime ago that we actually finished our degrees. I recall sitting in my bedroom and pressing the submit button for the final time, before underwhelmingly shutting my laptop and thinking, what now? Well, apart from topping up my lockdown tan in the garden, or raiding the fridge for the umpteenth time that day, I didn't really have a clue what to do with myself. We had dedicated the last 4 years of our lives to studying, and the ending was anticlimactic to say the very least. Indeed, today is our day to reflect on all of our achievements and to properly celebrate our effort, determination and success at long last. Before going any further, I'd like to congratulate every single one of you for actually making it this far. Despite our best efforts, it wasn't plain sailing. Now we've got our degree, it's easy to forget the long hours that were spent in the lab, catching up on lectures, completing assignments, studying for exams, writing our dissertations, not to mention having to adapt to a whole new way of working in the climax of our studies. The list could go on. These challenging periods that we have collectively experienced together throughout our degrees should definitely make today's celebrations taste that bit sweeter. Of course, life as an undergraduate student here in Liverpool was far from all doom and gloom. When drafting this speech, I instantly began focusing on the big moments, such as meeting our cohort for the first time, beginning my year in industry, and submitting my final year dissertation. But I then began to reflect on all the little things that actually made my time here at university. The enjoyment of nipping into town to grab a bite to eat after a long day. The camaraderie when playing footy for chemistry in my first year. the sheer relief when having a few drinks after finishing the last exam of a semester, and even the excitement when finding the exact paper I'd been looking for when writing my dissertation. Yeah, I know that's a bit of a nerdy one, like. Admittedly, though, I wasn't your stereotypical student. I never stayed in halls. I never joined an unusual society in year one. And believe it or not, I never even had a Monday night session in the RAS. Despite what many of you would describe as missing out on the essential part of student life, all the little highs, combined with the great joys of reaching significant milestones, made my personal student experience a positive one overall. For me, studying at the University of Liverpool was a straightforward decision. In fact, it was the only university that I applied for. Students from all over the country, and even all over the world, travel many miles from the hometown to attend, including lots of you in here today. Why would I need to go anywhere else? The university offered everything that I desired. A modern city-based campus, an excellent chemistry department with state-of-the-art facilities, strong industry links, many extracurricular opportunities, and in my case, perhaps most important of all, the luxury of continuing to have me washing and ironing done for me. In all seriousness though, looking back now, I'm really glad that I made this call. The university has definitely lived up to my high expectations. It's important to emphasise that today's congratulations do not stop at us graduates, but it also extends to our families and friends that have played a big part in our success. Without the unconditional support of all of them, whether at home or on the end of the phone, many of us would not have made it to this point. On that note, I couldn't pass up the moment with saying a personal thanks to my own parents. They've been with me every step of the way, through thick and thin, and regularly disrupted their own lives to accommodate my studies. So thank you for this. You deserve today's celebrations as much as me. On behalf of us all, I'd also like to say a huge thank you to the fantastic academic, technical and support staff here at the university. They have supported us when we needed it most, supplied us with new knowledge, and pushed us to achieve both in and beyond the classroom. I know that their patience and incredible insights will be appreciated by everyone. Anyway, before I risk boring you all to death, may I finally take this opportunity to wish you all the best with your current and future endeavours. No matter what you've decided or plan to go into, take the knowledge, skills and new perspectives gained here at the university with you and use them to make a positive difference. Thank you all, and be sure to enjoy the rest of your well-deserved celebrations to the fullest.
Dear Matthew, great timing. Thanks for sharing your experience and your years with us here. You referred back to when you started 6 years ago when you were 18, and you couldn't imagine yourself standing here and doing what you did right now. Imagine yourself 6 years ahead when you're 30. And given the skills and the confidence and the knowledge that you've gained here and what you'll be able to do then. By the way, I hope you'll be able to do your own laundry by then. Thanks for your acknowledgement of the support of the university staff. But also, I'd like to take this opportunity to invite all the graduates to once more thank the family and friends, either where they are here or not, to thank them for where you are today. Thank you. I declare this congregation for the celebration of our graduates closed. Salva sit universitas nostra, quad precantus consurgamus.
Graduates and guests, please stand.
Congratulations once again, everyone. Have a great rest of your day, and well done.